Billy White hefted the bin bag to his other hand. It was heavy, and he'd forgotten to put his gloves on, so his hands were numb with cold. Billy tried to slip out this morning without the rubbish, but his eagle-eyed mum spotted him leaving empty-handed. "Don't forget the bins, Billy." His groans of annoyance had fallen on deaf ears. "I don't ask a lot of you, so just take it without all this fuss." He'd felt a sting of guilt that had stopped him from making any further protests. She was a single mum who'd raised him and his younger brother alone after their dad left her. He was old enough now to appreciate that his mum had made sacrifices, worked hard, and always provided them with the basics. It might be a shitty job, but it was the least he could do for her, really. Pushing the sliding door back, he stepped into the gloomy bin shed, being careful to avoid stepping in anything unpleasant. It wasn't just discarded rubbish that he was watching out for. People were known to piss in here, and even on the odd occasion take a shit on the floor. Billy wrinkled his nose as the smell of ammonia, combined with rotting waste, hit him. He just swung the bag over his shoulder, ready to launch it into the latest full bin, when his foot kicked something soft. Billy let go of the bag and heard the sound of it hitting the rest of the rubbish before he looked down to see what he'd stood on. He was hoping it wasn't the dreaded pile of shit. It had happened to him a few times, and it was almost impossible to get it out of the grooves in the soles of his shoes. He'd had to throw away a perfectly decent pair of trainers last time, because no matter how often he washed them, they still stank of ground-in shit. It wasn't poo he'd stepped in after all. It was something a lot worse. Propped up against the sides of the large biffas was a man's body.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.